only in terms of strength. Muscles do much more than help you lift groceries or climb stairs. Your muscles are one of the largest places where glucose can be removed from your bloodstream and stored. After you eat carbohydrates, your digestive system breaks down much of the food into glucose. The glucose enters your bloodstream and your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin acts like a signal, telling your cells to open the door and allow glucose to enter. When the cells stop responding properly to insulin, the pancreas continues to produce more of it. This is insulin resistance. Exercise gives your body another way to move glucose out of the bloodstream. When a muscle contracts, it activates the glucose transporters, including what we call GLUT4. Exercise moves more of these transporters to the surface of the muscle cell, where they can carry glucose from your blood into your muscles. Contracting muscles can increase glucose uptake even when insulin is not working efficiently. So this is great for people who have sugar in the blood. Movement does not replace insulin or prescribed medication, of course. Welcome to the channel where mature adults, especially baby boomers, learn to live happier, healthier, stronger, and perhaps even longer. Before we go any further, I want you to know that the medical facts I'm sharing in this conversation have been verified using guidance from the American Diabetes Association, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and the National Institute on Aging. This is not guesswork or the latest social media trend. It is evidence-based information that you can use to make informed decisions about your health in partnership with your healthcare professional. Exercise helps blood sugar in two important ways. First, there's an immediate effect. Your working muscles use glucose for fuel when you're active. Secondly, exercise improves insulin sensitivity. This means your cells respond more effectively to insulin after the activity ends. According to the American Diabetes Association, physical activity can lower blood glucose for 24 hours or longer by increasing insulin sensitivity. Regular exercise creates a cumulative benefit. Your body becomes more efficient at processing glucose, and your muscles become better storage sites. And your overall metabolic health improves. One exercise session can help today. A consistent movement pattern can change the direction of your health. What will exercise do for your life? Better blood sugar control can help protect your energy, your eyesight, kidneys, nerves and feet, heart and blood vessels, brain, balance, mobility, and ability to remain independent. That's a lot, family. That's just about everything, isn't it? Chronically elevated blood sugar can damage the small and large blood vessels. That damage contributes to kidney disease, vision loss, nerve damage, heart attack, and stroke. For seniors, there's another serious concern: loss of independence. Poorly controlled blood sugar can contribute to fatigue, muscle weakness, poor circulation, numbness in the feet, and slower healing. Exercise improves the glucose control while helping preserve muscle, your balance, circulation, your stamina, and your confidence. This is not simply about improving a number on a glucose meter. It is about protecting your ability to live your life. Beginning in midlife, adults can gradually lose muscle unless they take deliberate steps to preserve it. Physical inactivity accelerates that loss. Less muscle means fewer places to store the glucose. Imagine that your muscles are storage tanks. After you eat, some of the glucose in your blood is delivered to those tanks and stored as glycogen for future energy. It's also stored in the liver. And when the tanks become smaller because you have lost muscle, your body has less storage capacity. And this is one reason strength training is so valuable for mature adults. You're not only building a stronger body with stronger arms and legs, you are increasing your body's capacity to remove and store glucose. Muscle is metabolic protection. You do not need large bodybuilder-sized muscles. You need active muscles that are regularly being challenged. One of the most useful strategies is to move after eating, which is usually what we don't feel like doing, right? However, your blood sugar normally begins rising after a meal as glucose enters the bloodstream. When you walk or perform another moderate activity during this period, your working muscles can use some of that incoming glucose. You don't have to complete a long workout. Begin with a 10-minute walk after one meal. If walking is too uncomfortable to start, then march gently in place. Ride a stationary bicycle, dance to 2 songs, or complete some seated movements. The goal is muscle contraction. Your body does not require a gym to use glucose. Walking is excellent, but walking should not be your only form of exercise. Strength training helps preserve the muscle tissue that absorbs and stores the glucose. It also strengthens the legs and hips, protects mobility, and reduces fall risk. You can strength train with resistance bands, light dumbbells, cans of food, or your own body weight. You can use weight machines or water resistance in a swimming pool. Simple exercises include chair stands, wall push-ups, seated knee extensions, heel raises, resistance band rows, and biceps curls. All of these we will be doing in our Move Well playlist. So you can join me with that too. A useful starting point is one set of 10 to 12 controlled repetitions for several major muscle groups. As your strength improves, resistance can gradually increase. Older adults are generally advised to include muscle strengthening activity at least 2 days a week. Your individual plan should reflect your present health, your balance, your medications, and physical ability. So remember to check with your healthcare provider before you make any kinds of plans. You can exercise in the morning and still spend too much of the remaining day sitting. Long, uninterrupted periods of sitting reduce muscle activity, and your metabolic machinery begins slowing down even though you completed a workout earlier. Set a timer and move for approximately 3 minutes every 30 minutes. Get up, Walk around the room, perform chair stands, march in place, stretch your legs, carry your laundry, water the plants, do several wall push-ups. The American Diabetes Association reports that short movement breaks performed every half hour improved glucose level in adults with type 2 diabetes. These brief sessions repeatedly reactivate those muscles. Those muscles help clear the glucose from your blood. The general goal for older adults is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity each week, plus strength training on at least 2 days. Moderate intensity means you're working hard enough to breathe faster, but you can still talk and have a conversation. You probably could not comfortably sing an entire song, though. You do not have to complete 150 minutes all at once. You can divide it across the week. 30 minutes on 5 days, 3 10-minute sessions in 1 day, short walks after meals, or chair exercise and resistance training on limited mobility days. If you're currently inactive, do not allow the 150-minute goal to discourage you. Begin with 5 or 10 minutes. Your first goal is not perfection. In fact, perfection is never the goal. Your goal is consistency. 5 minutes today gives you something to build upon tomorrow. If walking is uncomfortable, use this seated routine. March while sitting upright. Extend one leg and then the other. Reach your arms forward and pull them back. These are some exercises that we do in the Silver Sneakers class at the Y, and I'll be recording some of those too, and perhaps you'll do them with me. Raise both arms overhead if your shoulders allow it. Stand and sit from the chair several times if you can do so safely. Choose a sturdy chair without wheels. Wear stable, comfortable footwear, and work within your present ability. The goal is muscle contraction. Once again, your body does not require a gym to use glucose. Exercise can lower blood sugar during the activity and for many hours afterward, and that's really the key. It does require additional care if you take insulin or medications that cause your pancreas to release more insulin. These medications can increase the risk of hypoglycemia, where your blood sugar falls too low. Symptoms can include shaking, sweating, sudden hunger, dizziness, weakness, confusion, and a rapid heartbeat. Ask your healthcare professional whether your medication places you at risk. Learn when to check your glucose before and after exercise, and carry a fast-acting carbohydrate such as glucose tablets if you've been instructed to do so. Do not change your insulin or medication dosage without guidance from the clinician that's managing your diabetes. Blood sugar can sometimes rise temporarily during strenuous exercise because stress hormones tell the liver to release glucose. Track your results. If you have heart disease, severe neuropathy, balance problem, or an active foot wound, advanced eye disease, or another significant condition, make sure you get that professional guidance before beginning a new exercise program. That's wise to do every time and any time you begin a new exercise program. Here is a realistic plan you can begin at your present ability. Day 1, Walk or complete chair exercise for 10 minutes after dinner. Day 2, perform chair stands, wall push-ups, and resistance band rows. Day 3, take a 10-minute walk after 1 or 2 meals. Day 4, break up sitting with 3 minutes of movement every 30 minutes. That's something I would do on day 1. Just get up every 30 minutes. Day 5, repeat your strength exercises. Day 6, choose something enjoyable. Dancing, swimming, gardening, cycling, or walking with a friend. Day 7, review your glucose readings and notice how your energy, sleep, mood, and mobility responded. Repeat the plan and gradually increase the time of resistance. That is, the time or resistance. If you miss a day, restart the next day. One interruption does not erase your progress. Your muscles are not simply moving your body. They are helping manage your blood sugar every time they contract. A short walk after a meal, several chair stands, a resistance band routine, or 3 minutes of movement between television programs can give circulating glucose somewhere productive to go, instead of staying in your blood where it does damage. Exercise helps you preserve the muscle you need for glucose control, for balance, mobility, and for independence. You are investing in your ability to rise from a chair, climb stairs, carry your groceries, to travel, play with your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, like I love to be able to do. I got to do more traveling so I can be with them more. And continue living life on your own terms. Start where you are. Use what you have. Move within your ability and give your muscles a reason to remain active. You are not a helpless victim. Your health is in your hands. This really was geared toward those of us who have diabetes or other conditions, perhaps, that will keep you in a chair. However, it's not only for those of us who are experiencing that. This is for us all. So tweak it the way you know to tweak it so that it fits you. If you are used to exercising more, then of course, add to that exercise. You're not a helpless victim. Your health is in your hands. Continue, family, to prepare your life and health for the unexpected. And I'll see you next time. Peace.